wanted to shoot this video of my eucalyptus after the ice storm. A low-lying cloud has rolled in. We get them, so we kind of get this foggy. It's blue up above, but I thought it might be actually a bit better to shoot this when the sun isn't out because you might be able to see the form of the tree. So there's two Eucalyptus passiflora niphophila there, snow gums, totally undamaged from the ice. This is my eucalyptus. I'm just gonna kind of come over here and back up. The next one is my Eucalyptus perenniana, which is leaning against the house, and I have videos of that tree, and it was bent over right where this palm tree is, right beside it, covered in ice. I was standing underneath it, and it sprung back up, and but hasn't quite gone back to where we need it to, so not sure what I'm going to do about that one. I don't want to cut it down. It gives me privacy. I'm going to come over here. The dog's barking at the guys painting my neighbor's house. Here is another eucalyptus, passiflora niphophila. This is my oldest eucalyptus, and could actually be one of my oldest and one of my smallest. This one's been a slow grower. And same thing, the ice bent it over the fence. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go get some rope and stake, and I'm gonna try and pull that one back. I was originally thinking about just removing it. So that one did not fare so well, but it has not snapped. And I mean, we had minimum of an inch of ice. I think we had probably more like an inch and a half. And then here, this is actually a double. And this is a double neglecta. I'm gonna back up. And actually, so this one right here, that is one of the main side branches. And this whole area was filled with it, and it was bent over the fence, and it actually snapped. So I cut it off right there. It just broke up a few inches from there, so I cut it back to the first kind of main branch, and it's leaning. So I hope it maybe decides to straighten up. Go over here. And then there's the second one, and that one was leaning over the fence as well, and it came back up, but it had a, you know, maybe a 30-degree lean to the right. So I propped that one up with a rope, and it seems to be holding. I'm just gonna leave that rope in place for the next month or so. But that kind of area to the right of that one and to the left of that branch, that was a huge crown. It was really, really nice. My favorite one of the bunch. And unfortunately, I had to cut it. The weight of the ice was just way too much. But what I noticed was these were much, much bigger than I had realized. The part that I cut off was a good 12 feet, and there's still probably another 8 to 10 feet. So these were easily 20. And then I got one other little guy. Well, I have a couple other kind of small ones, some stellulata, but this is my yellow gum. Very slow growing for me, I think because it doesn't get that much sun. And he lost some leaves with the cold weather. This one turned this kind of browny purpley color, but still see some new growth. Just a wee little one. I think once it gets above the fence, it should start to take off. And that is subcrenulata, Eucalyptus subcrenulata, just a little tiny trunk on it. It's maybe 3 feet tall. Slow growing so far. So that's my update. Eucalyptus after heavy ice. For the most part they bent, whereas my hawthorns broke. So it would have been interesting if I had an even bigger tree to see if I have a feeling it might have lost some branches, but they seem to shed the ice reasonably well. But when they're bendy, they don't always bend back. So that's kind of my synopsis. Thanks for watching.